Good evening, everyone. And for those of you who don't know me, my name's Mike Spano. I am the mayor of the city of Yonkers. I'm also joined here with our police commissioner, John Muller, and he will actually make additional announcements, especially with members of the FBI team that is here, along with some of the Yonkers police and deputy chiefs and our captain. So, as you know, this afternoon in broad daylight, there was a pursuit and then an interchange between the police department, 5 police officers, and an individual. There was a shooting, and I'll have the commissioner explain the details of this, but I will tell you this, that if you look at the video, some of the videos, you will be afraid when you see baby carriages and young children on bikes in broad daylight in the most busy time of the day here in Getty Square. And these police officers put their own lives in danger and took action, swift action, and did so in a way that would certainly make us all proud. The job that they do each and every single day. These police officers need to be commended for what they did today. And what I'll do is, like I said, I want to let the commissioner kind of give you the details. I want to take additional questions later on, but I want to say thank you for the swift action of our police department and doing the work that they need to do, where they were fired at and they were able to take this individual down without firing a shot back, putting their own lives in peril because they did not want to risk the lives of the hundreds of the people that were in Getty Square. Those are the names, those police officers, their names. We should remember those names. Commissioner Mo.
Thank you, Mayor. As the Mayor said, I'm John Muller, the Yonkers Police Commissioner. I'll give you a brief overview of what happened earlier today at around just a little bit before 4 o'clock this afternoon. Plainclothes officers attempted to stop a vehicle, and the vehicle refused to stop. There was a short pursuit, a vehicle pursuit, probably less than 2 or 3 minutes in total. The suspect that was driving the vehicle got out of the vehicle just over here at Hudson and Riverdale. He came up the sidewalk here on Hudson Street, and he made a left onto Broadway going in that direction. Officers followed him. They attempted to stop him. There was an attempt at a taser deployment, and the taser deployment failed. Throughout this time, he was walking with a handgun in his hand, openly displayed as he walked northbound on Broadway in this corner where we see in the back. At that point, the officers converged on him, and they brought him down and took the firearm from him. While they were taking the firearm from him, and while the struggle was going on, the individual let 5 rounds go. And now, just keep in mind, as the mayor said, this is a very important thing to say, that this is in broad daylight. This is 10 minutes to 4. This is one of the most busy times that we have in Getty Square. People are coming home from school, people are coming home from work, and when we show you the video, it's very disturbing because just the wanton recklessness of having a woman with a baby carriage trying to get out of the way. I also want to say that in my 28 years, I have seen very few incidents that had such restraint and such control. And all the things we see across the country right now, these officers did an absolutely picture-perfect job. It couldn't have been done any better, and I'm so proud of them. So we're available for any questions.
Commissioner, with the bail reform, how will this go about tomorrow?
Well, it's hard to say, and bail reform has been a real challenge for us. We like to, there are aspects of bail reform that we believe in. There's also other aspects of bail reform that do not work well for public safety, and we're still in constant discussion with our New York State legislature about that. But with respect to this, we're not sure yet if we're going to go federal charges, because at this point we have information that he's a convicted felon, and he's not allowed to carry a firearm, and therefore he would be eligible for federal charges. We're still discussing that. We haven't come to any determination yet, but that's in consideration.
Is that the reason why the FBI is here?
The FBI is here because we have a very close working relationship with the FBI. They're great partners for us, and we have an officer who was involved in the incident, who's also a member of the FBI's Violent Crime Task Force, one of the best task forces the Yonkers Police Department is part of.
Commissioner, can you tell us, number one, were there any injuries? Obviously, none of the officers were hit, but did they sustain any other injuries?
There were some minor injuries. One officer had difficulty breathing. He's being treated at the hospital. Another officer, we believe, may have a fractured or a broken finger. And then there were some much smaller injuries. Everyone's going to be okay, thank God.
And just to be clear, they had attempted to tase him. He keeps going. He's still
Yes.
got the gun.
He still has a gun.
And then they're attempting to take him down, and that's when he fires off the 5.
5 shots, yes.
Those fire.
They just went all over.
Yes, they did. And when I think about the disaster and the tragedy that could have happened if things were just a little different, the restraint of the officers was different, the positioning of people with baby carriages, and there's a young boy on a bike, how bad this could have went, how fortunate we are that it did not go in this in a negative way.
Those 5 shots, Commissioner, did they land? Did they end up in a building? Where did those 5 shots go? Do you know?
I believe we're still investigating, but I would imagine some of the buildings were struck. Maybe vehicles may have been struck.
But nobody.
We're still collecting all the evidence, but thank God no one was struck. No people.
As far as the suspect, you said he's a convict. What is his background, his criminal history?
We're still investigating. We're just getting information on him now. This did only happen at 4 o'clock. It's a great question. We do know that he was arrested for a gun in May of 2016. We do know he was arrested for a gun in May of 2019. And so this would have been his 3rd gun arrest in 4 years.
Is he from Yonkers?
He is from New Rochelle, we believe.
Commissioner, what was the nature of the stop? Police stop on the car.
We're still looking into that. We believe that it was a V&T stop. There may have been an expired plate. We believe it was a rental car, but we're not at that point yet to have that kind of real deep information on that.
He's the only person involved. There wasn't anybody else in the car.
As far as we know, he's the only person involved, and he was not injured either. So, again, this could have been terribly tragic in so many different ways, and it's just a miracle, and it's just a testament to how great the officers are showing this kind of restraint. It's all about training. It's about the different things we do. But I can't. In 28 years, like I said, this is some of the finest restraint in terms of police work I've ever seen.
Now, Commissioner, from the time that he left his car to the time that this came to an end, how long did it take?
I would say, so the question was between the car and the end result, I believe it was less than a minute. Probably 30 to 45 seconds.
And you said you have video that
do.
you're going to be sharing with us?
We would like to,
Is
yes.
this body cam video, surveillance video?
This is video from, I'm not sure, is it from the store?
One from a business and one from a citizen.
So one is from a business and one from a citizen. Obviously, there'll probably be lots of video out tonight because it was such a crowded time that probably the cameras came out quite a bit, phone cameras. So there'll probably be more. But the one we're going to share with you is from a business.
Yes.
And it's really clear, so it's going to really give you a great illustration of the fantastic work the officers did.
And what's the age of the suspect? Do you
I
know?
believe he's 24.
And right now, just going for, his charges. What is he being charged with?
Well, we're still working that out.
Yeah.
Like I said, at this point now, in a situation as serious and grave as this, we're going to use our options to make sure he's prosecuted fully. So we're going to take a look at what the federal charges might be, if he meets certain criterias, or if there'll be state charges. But right now, that discussion's going on. It'll probably go into tomorrow.
And once again, why federal?
Because he's a convicted felon and he's not allowed to have a firearm. So there's a
So
program
it's a
called.
separate charge.
Any other questions? Good.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks,
So
everybody.
we'll get everyone together and look at the video.
Dean, what's the best way you want to do it? So the video's on an iPad, so I don't know if you want to do it individually or how you want to do it.
You can airdrop it.
Yeah, we could do that. Whatever you guys
If
want
you
to do.
want to have one person come over, we can kind of
Anyone's
point out to
welcome
you
to
and then
look
walk
at it
you
now
through
if they want.
Maybe you just want to show it generally now while everyone's up here. That way everyone can just get a shot of it. Why don't you
So-
go through the question? For this way the microphone.
Okay.
Just hold it up. Hold it up a little more.
Okay. So tell me when it's good.
Okay.
So go back.
You want to rest it on the podium there? Does that help? That would be good.
We have to think of that next time.
The captain will get out of the way though.
I will. I'll get out of your way.
He's just going back from the beginning, so
want to get it going.
I'll try to walk slow and maybe we'll even pause it for a
So
bit.
you're going to concentrate on this side of the.
So he's going to be coming from around this corner here, and you see people beginning to run already. You just saw the baby carriage, the boy on the bike, and the officers will end up coming around the corner. You can see, and here you can see the gun in his hand as they bring him down, and this is where he begins to fire the 5 shots. You can actually see the gun, the recoil from the weapon. They were able to secure him. If you can see there, the guy with the bag, he was a a good Samaritan, innocent bystander, tried to assist us, which was great. And you know, in the end, nobody got hurt with any serious injuries, so we consider that a win.
And Commissioner, the gun was recovered?
The gun has been recovered, yes.
And what type of gun? What type of gun was it, Commissioner?
It's a semi-automatic gun. Unsure of the caliber at this point. Correct.
Can we restart it?
Sure we can.
One more time?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to do this with my phone.
Well, I mean, still get like a good job.
No, yeah.
Here's the baby carriage, right there, backing up, and she's trying to get away as quick as she can. There's the boy on the bike, like we said. This is where they'll come around the corner. And you can see the gun in his hand as they're trying to get it down and get control of the gun. Great tactics, great restraint, great control, discipline. You know, having presence of mind, even though the civilian was trying to help, they got him away from the situation. Able to get the gun, and like I said, it's a win. No one got hurt. Seriously.
Is
Okay.
it possible to get that video emailed to us?
Yeah, through Lieutenant Paultopoulos, we're going to get it
Okay,
out.
that's perfect.
If anyone wants to see it individually after we break up, that's fine.
Yeah, we can also show you the first video because it has audio.
Oh, that'd be great. Yes, please.
Make it as loud as we can, but
This is taken from a civilian cell phone.
Okay.
those are the 5 shots.
Clearly, he didn't care if he killed somebody today.
Yeah, Lieutenant Paultopoulos is going to send it out.
Both of them, right?
Yep.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your help. Thanks, John.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.